Welcome to the 2020 Inglewood High School graduation. Congratulations to all the graduating seniors. Now, please rise for the national anthem.
Welcome to the 115th Annual Commencement Exercise of Inglewood High School. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Let me acknowledge each and every one of you on your achievement of graduation from Inglewood High School. You have worked very hard during the last 4 years. Now is the time to let you know that you're a shining example of success. I have always known that you would overcome your hurdles and reach the moment of graduation. You have achieved a great milestone in this thing called life. I am so proud of you. This is only the beginning of the many accomplishments you will achieve. It has come to the time to spread your wings and start flying towards achieving new goals. Do what you love and love what you do. Go out into the world and be disciplined and consistent with your goals. The class of 2020 will never be forgotten. It saddens me that due to the world pandemic, coronavirus, that we cannot physically and fully celebrate your accomplishments. Just know that graduation is not a one-day celebration, but a lifetime celebration that is yours for the rest of your life. Celebrate it every day. You have earned it. The year 2020 has been eye-opening for all of us. We are experiencing history in the making. You play a major role in making the world a better place. Further your education, exercise your rights, and register to vote so that your voice is heard. Think about your purpose in life and how you can grow your community. You are the future and you matter. You are a big deal. Remember, never be discouraged by the obstacles that life brings. If you fall down 7 times, get up 8. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams and live the life you imagine. Everything you do, do it with love and kindness. Congratulations on your well-deserved success. Inglewood High School will miss you dearly. Once a Sentinel, always a Sentinel. Let us now welcome to the podium the Inglewood Unified School District County Administrator, Dr. Erica Torres.
Good afternoon, Inglewood High School Sentinels. As Inglewood Unified School District's County Administrator, it is my honor and privilege to officially address you as Inglewood High School's amazing graduating class of 2020. To say the least, we are in extraordinary, unprecedented times, but I have to say, who better to represent Inglewood High School's class of 2020 than an extraordinary, unprecedented group of scholars who have persevered, endured, and excelled through what no one has ever experienced before. I am not surprised. It is well known that within the halls of Inglewood Unified School District schools, including Inglewood High School, are some of the most resilient, powerful, and persevering leaders of this nation. Take a moment to soak that in. You are remarkable in a way that many others will never know. I truly believe that this unique experience that you have had not only reflects the entirety of your journey from kindergarten through 12th grade, your commitment, your diligence, your setting and achieving goals, but it also foretells what you are about to bring into this world as you go on to the next chapter in your life. So I say, bring it. I would like to also take a moment to honor your parents, families, teachers, and other staff who have supported you to help you get to today. We salute all of those who've stood beside you, behind you, and with you. Congratulations to you for a job well done. Let's take a second to give them a hand. That spirit of perseverance in the face of adversity clearly shows that you are ready for whatever you face on your journey. It is also evidence that you will not only succeed, you will thrive. While this may not be the experience that you expected, Inglewood High School class of 2020 graduates, you have been unified by it. This experience has given you insight And this insight will undoubtedly compel you to bring about change in society that disrupts and dismantles the circumstances and inequities our world faces. What you have sown through the shared experience with your fellow graduates are seeds of change and of solidarity. Going forward and for generations to come, something uniquely special will forever be attached to those who are part of the class of 2020. Over 55 years ago, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. declared that we cannot walk alone, and as we walk, we must make the pledge that we shall always march ahead. We cannot turn back. We all know that we are living in a moment in history that won't be just a line or two in our history books. We are writing chapters in history, and you, as young adults, are lead authors of this narrative. In the midst of a pandemic, while concurrently fighting for social justice and breaking down institutional racism, discrimination, and systemic inequities in our society, we have witnessed our community beyond race, ethnicity, age, and gender come together. We absolutely cannot tackle these issues separately. As you move forward in your lives beyond Inglewood High School, continue to remember that we are more powerful when we come together. We must rely on one another, leverage a collective effort, and unify to make an impact. Your journey will continue to include your fellow class of 2020 graduates, your support system around you, and even strangers who are beyond your inner circle. By living through these times and graduating today, despite the countless challenges that you have endured, you have displayed the courage and determination to be true agents of change our world needs. I bring us back to the quote of Dr. King. We cannot walk alone, and as we walk, we must make the pledge that we shall always march ahead. We cannot turn back. I am convinced, graduates, that you will move our community, our society, and our nation forward because the time is now, and we cannot turn back. This experience has empowered you to solve the problems we have struggled with for decades. One thing is for sure, and I firmly believe you know that you can conquer anything. Your class represents the best of Inglewood Unified. You make us proud. Once again, congratulations.
Congratulations, class of 2020. You made it. But what did you make it into? You made it into a year of justice. Amidst a global pandemic, in a crisis, and a violation of our social contract, you made it through. Now, while I know it's a difficult time and you might be wondering, how can we be positive in such a moment? I want you to remember that you worked hard to get here, that your diligence helped you achieve and accomplish this milestone. To the parents and families of our graduates, I applaud your hard work and lift up your sacrifices to ensure that your student made it this far. I know it hasn't been easy over 4 years, and especially in the past few months, it's been extremely difficult. But you crossed the finish line together. To our alumni and community members, thank you for investing in our young folk to ensure that they had opportunity. Those of you who helped to make sure they had prom dresses and got them scholarships and ensure that they had books and supplies when they needed. To our teachers and our staff, you are our heroes. You've been out there on the front lines for years, and I think everyone's realized how important your leadership has been to ensure that all of our children can thrive. To our community, let's continue to lift up our graduates. Their diplomas represent achievement and success, and while this world seems a bit uncertain right now, they're still a reflection of their ability to run the race and make it through. This day and your graduation should remind you of completion and not necessarily the end of a journey. No, in fact, your journey has just begun. So as the class of 2020, in the year of justice, be sure to take what you've learned this year. Be sure to use it in your future. Be sure to take your journey and transform the lives of people so we can make this a better world. We can't do it without you, we won't do it without you, and we can't go back.
To all the graduates, the 2020 graduates, I want to say congratulations on behalf of the state of California. I know it's not the graduation that any of you have anticipated and dreamed about all the years, but your accomplishments still need to be celebrated. And please know, life is not a destination, it's a journey. Know that the best is yet to come. The best of the 2020 class.
The salutatorian is the scholar recognized for having the second highest GPA among the class of 2020 scholars. I present to you Jonathan Paris. Jonathan has a GPA of 4.26. Jonathan is a product of Oak Elementary, Crozier Middle School, and Inglewood High School. Jonathan has completed our AP program with high honors and completed 9 courses at El Camino College while attending Inglewood High School. Jonathan will be attending UCLA in the fall. Jonathan Paris.
Thank you, Ms. Tate, for introducing me. As second best, literally a decimal point from being valedictorian, I like to welcome friends, family, faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2020 to commemorate our roller coaster of a ride these past 4 years, and especially these past 3 months. For the class of 2020, I for one don't know most of you, if not any of you, and the same thing probably goes for you too. You don't know me, but you've definitely seen me. But that doesn't necessarily matter, as each and every one of you are destined for your own path, which is the result of Inglewood High School and how it forged us not only to become self-directed learners, but to be self-disciplined as well. The environment of Inglewood High School propelled me to become more independent and discover my own path and resources to shape my own future. With that said, I'm thankful for Ms. Tate, Ms. Kirkwood, and especially Ms. Infante for supporting my ambitious endeavors throughout high school. I would also like to show my appreciation towards my teachers who throughout the years have impacted me in many ways that I cannot describe in this given time frame. Lastly, I cannot commemorate this special occasion without thanking the ones who have supported me throughout these past 4 years, my family and friends. The friends who I've met and made everlasting bonds with, I thank you for your moral support and all the wonderful memories we've created together. To my family, my #1 supporters from the beginning, I cannot thank you enough for your unconditional love and support these past few years of my life. You have guided me through the challenges of life that ultimately define who I am now, and you have taught me to have a positive outlook on life. I am eternally grateful for everything you have done for me and more. I love you guys so much. And finally, to my parents, your struggles and sacrifices are what keep me motivated every day to do what I do and fulfill your wish of your child having a good life. So this huge accomplishment is yours as it is mine, because without you, I certainly would not be the person I am today.
What's going on, Inglewood High class of 2020? It's a pleasure to speak with you all. You already know my name is Daniel Ferris, better known as D Smoke. And man, I get so emotional when I think about the journey that I experienced as a high school student at Inglewood High School, everything that it allowed me to learn and experience, and all the growth opportunities that I took advantage of. You know, I was in a band with Mr. Hutchinson as my director. You know, Ms. Tate was my principal as well. You know, I taught alongside a lot of the same teachers that you guys have, Ms. Sparrow, you know, Mr. Nunez, And, in my 9th grade year, I remember taking, geography in the B building and going to the library to use the computers, to set up my email account. Of course, this is a long time ago, but it's so much that you can take away from that experience. And I pray that when y'all look back on everything that you experienced as an Inglewood Sentinel, that you look back with all the pride in the world, with all the joy. And I also hope that you guys find time to go back and reach out to those future classes so that they can take advantage of your wisdom, your knowledge, and your experience as an Inglewood Sentinel. So I'm just showing y'all some love from the comfort of my home, quarantine style. And I want y'all to know that D Smoke is a proud Inglewood Sentinel, and you should be too. Congrats to the graduating class of 2020 at Inglewood High School.
The valedictorian is a scholar recognized for having the highest GPA among the class of 2020 scholars. I present to you Daisy Robles.
Good afternoon, graduates, beloved and despised teachers and staff. I'd like to welcome you all to the long-awaited honoring in the class of 2020. Before I start, I'd like to thank everyone for giving me the opportunity to be here today, when I know others may have been more deserving. I'd also like to thank the teachers who spent every day trying to improve our education. I'd like to apologize for such a basic introduction to my speech. It is to represent this school year. With a basic beginning and now announcing a speech at a graduation, I had no idea how it happened. I'd like to start off by giving everyone a big congratulations for being here today. The world we live in is currently full of change. Having to teach ourselves from home, missing out on prom and grand night, even taking so many safety precautions to be here today. And despite all the odds, we still managed to graduate. While today may feel surreal as we haven't seen each other in months, I assure you this moment in time is real and cannot be taken away from us. Therefore, congratulations Inglewood High School class of 2020. With all that being said, I wanted to continue my speech like any other valedictorian speech I see on YouTube, but I couldn't push myself to do it. I wanted to make jokes about how Sandoval's room smells funny and how the chicken sandwiches are always pink in the middle, but it hurts. It hurts to know that we will never experience the last day of our 12 years again. Many of us not even remembering our last day of school and never even saying our goodbyes. But while this may be true, I'd like to quote one of our teachers, Miss Sparrow. While these may not be the best of circumstances, at least the class of 2020 will always be remembered. And while we may not have gotten the same pleasures as other classes, we at least have the pleasures of being noted in history as the first class to graduate alternatively, and still manage to graduate even through a pandemic. And while we may not walk the stage today, we will still have other stages. We will still keep going. We will still walk down the aisle, we will still walk into our new job, and we will still walk down the college stage. If I've learned anything from our 4 years at Inglewood, is that while we may not have all the resources, we will still manage to keep going and to look forward to a better future. The class of 2020 should not only be remembered for its sad circumstances, but because we are resilient. We will keep pushing no matter what the world puts to block us. We will not only be known as the class who didn't have a real graduation, but the class whose biggest accomplishment wasn't just their high school graduation. We will push, we will fight, and we will be remembered. The class of 2020 was able to graduate during these circumstances because we are that class. So as said, the class of 2020 will always be remembered.
Just wanted to congratulate you guys and let you know that I know these are certainly unprecedented times that we're going through. We're missing out on things that we're typically accustomed to, but what I love the most about our country, when we see some adversity, tough times don't last, tough people do. And there's never been a greater time for us to really bond together, making sure that we're really leaning on our family, friends, but also establishing a rhythm. Let's identify what are the things that I can do to get better right now and use this extra time that this coronavirus has given us to really maximize the moment, to truly produce in the present. Those are the things that really are going to serve us well, because don't know when the time comes, but we're going to get back to some sense of normalcy sooner than later. And the people that are handling this in the right way, developing their strengths, being balanced, being able to take care of themselves physically, mentally, emotionally, and then also focus on picking up some things that I can do better. All right, whether it's a more consistent workout routine, whether it's reading a little bit more, learning about the things that you're passionate about that will help set you up for success in your next step. But can't say enough about just how much I want to congratulate you guys on what a special accomplishment this is. With you all the way. Awesome stuff. And let's make sure we come out of this thing better than what we went into it. And if we have that right mindset and mentality, we will do that. And I'm with you guys all the way.
Let us welcome to the podium the president of the class of 2020, Natalie Franco, as she addresses the class of 2020.
To begin, let me say good morning to all graduates, staff, and any parents who are congratulating us from home. It is my pleasure and privilege to be here today giving out this speech. It is very unfortunate that the class of 2020 couldn't have the traditional ceremony we all hope, but we must make the most of what we got. We don't need to be bothered with the medal just to demonstrate that we have something extraordinary inside of us. We are all honored with abilities and merit praising, and this day has come. We are all worth this celebration as well as congratulating. I must say I'm very proud of how far we have come under the difficult circumstances we are all facing, but we still managed and pulled through. We deserve every single moment. This is a huge achievement, and I'm proud to say I did it with all of you. 12 years, my dear friends, 12 years to get that big diploma that we all wholeheartedly worked for. Who would have imagined that our apprehensive teenage self would have endured this crazy ride of high school, that we would be wearing our cap and gowns in this very moment? We have all come so far. Now that we have passed all the obstacles thrown at us, it is time to pass a chapter in our lives. Good or bad, long or short, I will always remember this place and all of you. While I was thrilled to be part of this 2020 class, I want to say thank you to all of my close friends for all the laughs and memories. I'll never forget all the great times we all shared. And a special shout out to my English teacher, Mr. Sandoval. A special thank you to all the friends, family, staff, and coaches. Without your support, we wouldn't be here. A special thank you to Ms. Tate and all the administration for not giving up on us, but pushing us to succeed for a better future. Class of 2020, we won't be remembered as the quarantine class. We will be known as the class that, despite all the obstacles thrown at us, we showed the demonstration and strength to reach our goal at graduation. Class of 2020, congratulations. We owe ourselves a round of applause for all my close friends where they turn up at.
Okay. Hey, this is Chanel Monad. I want to shout out the class of 2020 and Inglewood Unified School District. Love you guys. The future is yours.
Dr. Torres, according to the laws of the state of California and the regulations as established by the Inglewood Unified School District Board of Education, I hereby certify that the Inglewood High School class of 2020 has met all requirements, and I present this class to you as candidates for graduation.
As the county administrator of the Inglewood Unified School District, and on behalf of the faculty and your principal, I accept the class of 2020. And on behalf of the Inglewood Unified School District Board of Education, I acknowledge that each of you has met the standards for receiving a high school diploma or certification as set forth by the State Board of Education and the Inglewood Unified School District Board of Education. I confer to each of you your high school diploma with all of the rights, honors, and opportunities appertaining thereto.
Mahdi Abdul Kadir Morris. Kala Abdul Kadir Morris. Yesenia Acosta. Desmond Allen. Jeffrey Alvarado. Alberto Amador. Suseli Argueta. Brianna Armas. Jennifer Alcaraz. Edwin Ardana. Lisbeth Alfaro. Cesar Paca. Jesus Barderas. María Banuelos. Savannah Bayardo. Gregory Bess. Amaje Phillips. Sean Christopher Bonner. Najia Rister. Destiny Broden Bonner. Ryan Broussard. Shamar Brown. Justice Block. Khalees Brooks. Ashley Campos. Nolan Cardenas. Anthony Carpio Flores. Carla Carranza Cruz. Lisbeth Carrera Rodriguez. Andrea Castillo. Alexis Castro. Sarah Castro. Emily Cesario Diaz. Dylan Chisholm. Angelo Colon. Guadalupe Cordova Guardado. Emanuel Cortez. Destiny Coven. Nelia Crawford. DeAndre Crosby. Miguel Campos. Juan Cortez. Jalen Dampier. Kevin De Alba. Gerardo de la Torre Gomez. Miriam De Leon. Easy De Losa. Ryan Delaney. Yasmin Delgado. Jabari Desire. Karen Diaz Medina. Tatiana Duran Hernandez. Royan Dyson. Josiah Edwards. Christopher Econ. Christopher Fernandez. Nancy Fernandez. Natalie Franco. Moises Funes, Jason Gaines, Kimberlyn Gallegos Ramirez, Nicole Gallegos Ramirez, Alan Galvan, Madeline Garcia, Natalia Garcia, Victor Garcia, Eric Gascon, Tanaya Gaskin, Martha Gomez, Nestor Gomez, Alexa Gonzalez, Andres Gonzalez, Francisco Gonzalez, Brian Gonzalez Montes, Abraham Gonzalez Saucedo, Reynaldo Guerra Vargas, Juan Guerrero Jr., Giselle Gutierrez, Stephanie Gutierrez, William Garcia, Seth Gonzalez, Maya Grajeda, Samari Hale, Alma Hernandez, Itamar Hernandez, Samira Hernandez, Kelvin Herrera Calderon, Brenda Herrera Cota, Desmond Howard, Joshua Hara, Jared Jimenez, Alexis Johnson, Jerry Johnson, Malik Johnson, Zari Jones Hainsworth, Brandon Juarez, Jose Juarez, Ryan Jackson, Matthew Jeter, Adriana Jimenez, James K, Carlos Halil Mikael, Aaliyah King, Anisha Love, Alex Lara, Chan Lat, Ardo Leva, Andrew Lopez, Vanessa Lopez, Sarah Luna, Jose Lopez, Luis Manzanares, Leslie Martinez, Luz Martinez, Nayeli Martinez, Rashad Mateen, Edgar Mayorga, Javon McCoy, Josué Mercado, Daniel Miranda, Tony Mitchell, Byron Monroy, Anthony Mora, Nathaniel Moreira Mariduena, Khalid Musin, William Martin, Ajane Neal, Dimitri Newell, Philip Nunez, Jessica Ochoa, Osinachi Okiri, Mauro Ordaz, Christopher Orozco, Joanna Otero Garcia, Destiny Ortiz, Julissa Palomares, Jonathan Varas, Judah Parker, Tabara Parker, Arnulfo Peña, Jasmine Perez, Miguel Perez, Valeria Perez, Kenyel Pilcher, Germany Pittman, Angela Padilla, Eric Parada, Madeline Peña Yaguas, Crystal Perez, Fabiola Quintero Gutierrez, Anthony Ramirez, Ashley Ramirez, Jesse Ramirez, Luis Ramirez, Roque Rios, Angela Rivera, Amaya Robinson, Daisy Robles, Cameron Rochan. Giselle Rodriguez. Alejandro Rodriguez Jr. Jalen Rollins. Yamira Romero. Sarai Romo. Davion Redmond. Jorge Rivas. Chris Robles. Giselle Rodriguez. Jasmine Rojas. Nitza Rubio. Dylan Rush. Tommy Sargado. Brian Sanchez Najarro. Adriana Sanchez Torres. Jasmine Silva. Cameron St. Louis. Justin Starks. Lorenzo Stevenson. William Stewart III. Melanie Salas. Esteban Salazar. Amanda Santiago. Kevin Soto. Kimberly Soto Reyes. Ashley Taveras. Raven Thompson. David Torres. Jasmine Torres. Christopher Umansor. Luis Valdespino. Valerie Velasquez. Andre Vaughn. Anthony Walker. Lorenzo Walton. Gabriel White. Layla Whittington. Virginia Williams. Celeste Sardivar.
Inglewood High School Class of 2020, on the count of 3, we will move our tassels from right to left to finalize our graduation ceremony. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Move your tassels. Congratulations, Class of 2020.